This country is changing. Rising population becoming more ethnically diverse, an aging population if trends continue. The religious picture is shifting significantly. A large proportion of population growth here is coming from ethnic minority communities. As the decades roll on, this is clearly going to have huge political, economic and cultural impacts, consequences, big changes. If trends continue, yes, a big reshaping of the British landscape, so to speak. The United States also is going to change quite drastically, I think. I'm guessing many of the older white folks who voted for the Donald might be disturbed to learn that in the US, non-white under 18s make up almost half of the population. You have a rapidly aging white population, but because of those Hispanic and Asian Americans coming into the workforce, America's economy can remain strong and actually grow. The US population could be roughly 400 million by the middle of the century. In terms of investing in the future, better education and an increase in opportunities for its youth population, the US is going to have to change its ways, address the concerns and aspirations of minority groups to a far, far greater extent than it currently does. The white privilege party can't go on indefinitely. Demography is destiny, is a phrase you will hear. Is destiny the right word, though? Here's the big thing you have to remember about the future. The big thing you have to take into account. The future hasn't happened yet. And what is projected here in 2017 might not work out in terms of all the details 30 or 40 years down the line. A lot of unforeseen things can, of course, occur in the in-between. Yeah. By Office of National Statistics projection, though, our population here in the UK is set to be about 77 million by 2050, making us, if this projection is true, if it turns out to be correct, will be the largest country in Western Europe by population. Yeah. The UN is projecting about 75 million for us by the middle of the century. I think as it stands, we are the 21st largest country in the world by population. Yeah. But I ask, what will the medium to long-term effects of Brexit be on our population trends in the next 20, 30, 40 years? What about the increasing worldwide consequences of climate change? What if there is another world war or a terrible epidemic? I know people don't like to think about it so much, understandably, but massive hits or brutal events are possibilities that we can't dismiss. The future is murky. Predictions and projections are often incorrect. However, studying the numbers can give you a generally sound idea of where we might be heading, and so we have to plan accordingly, while at the same time we have to remain cautious.